want to talk about trigonometric ratios. Okay, and when we talk about trigonometric ratios, we already know three. Okay, trigonometric ratios are basically the values, okay, of two sides bila dia dibahagikan dengan satu sama lain. Okay, we have done this. You have done this in Form 3. You have done this with Teacher Kwok, okay, in mathematics, and we are going to take it a little bit further in AdMaths. Okay, so let's consider a right angle triangle. Okay, let's consider right angle triangle, and let's say in this right angle triangle, I give this angle as theta. Okay, and I'm going to do this as A, B, and C. Now, the three trigonometric ratios that you all already learned and you all already know is the three famous ones, which is sine theta, okay, cos theta, and tangent theta. Now, in terms of A, B, and C, can you tell me what is sine theta, cos theta, and tangent theta?
B over C.
Oh. Sorry, one by one, please. Everybody answer. Okay, sine is B over C. Okay, opposite over hypotenuse. Most important thing is you identify which is the hypotenuse lah. Okay, cos theta.
A over C.
Okay, very good. A over C. And tangent theta. Okay, tangent theta is B over A. Okay, so this is the three trigonometric ratios. Okay, so this nilai sin, cos, dan tangent sebenarnya adalah nisbah dua sisi dibahagi. Okay, so for example, sine of this angle is B over C. Okay, this side over this side. Okay, and whatever form of way that you use to memorize, you can use that lah. Okay, the general form is soka tua bahkan ini yang biasanya orang akan pakai. Okay, kalau yang bahasa Melayu is apa? Kalau saya handsome something something sign. Saya tidak handsome. Kalau saya handsome tentu somebody suka. Okay, anyway, whatever lah. So so there's another three that you need to know. On top of the sine, cos, and tangent, you need to know another three. Okay, but the good thing is they are all paired up in some way lah. Okay, so the first one is what we call cosecant. Okay, cosecant, or this is how you spell it, the full name. Okay, cosecant theta. Cosecant theta is the terbalik of sine theta. Okay, so it's 1 over sine theta, and since sine theta is B over C, cosecant theta will be C over B. This one not so important, this one more important. Okay, the value of sine theta, kita kasih 1 over, you get the value of cosecant theta. Okay, secondly, the value of cos theta, bila kita terbalikkan cos theta, those of you who have taken tuition, you will know this lah. This is the value of secant theta. Okay, and lastly, when we terbalikkan the value of tangent theta, okay, we will get cotangent theta, or cot for short. Okay, so the relationship between the normal and terbalik is sine and cosecant, cos and secant, okay, and then tangent and cotangent. So another three extra trigonometric ratios for you to know. Okay, this one tahu ni, tidak payah hafal ini. Bukan tidak payah hafal sebab dia akan bagi dalam formula, tapi dia tidak payah hafal sebab it is such a simple thing to remember lah. Okay, just remember and then count it. Sine, cosecant, cos, secant, tangent, cotangent. Okay, but the basic is still the same. Okay, sine theta is B over C, so cosecant theta will be C over B. Cos theta is A over C, therefore secant theta is C over A. Okay, it's just the terbalik of the sine, cos, and tangent. Okay, so the 6 trigonometric ratios. This is the first thing that saya mau sampaikan pada hari ini. Okay, the relationship between the original 3 ratios and the new 3 ratios that you have to learn. Okay, that's the first thing. Okay, secondly, I also want you to see that, okay, I also want you to see, let's say this angle over here, okay, this angle over here, I'm going to call this alpha. Okay, I'm going to call this alpha. Can you tell me what is the relationship between alpha and theta? Anybody want to give this a try? What is the relationship between alpha and theta? What is so interesting about this alpha and theta? Alpha is 90 minus theta. The most important thing is that alpha and theta, when you add it together, is equals to 90 degrees. Okay, let's consider this situation, everybody. Okay, let's say you have this triangle, and let's say this is 32 degrees. How much is this?
58.
Okay, 58 degrees. Okay, now let's consider this. What I want you to do is, I want you to count the sine, cos, tangent of all these two, this one. So tell me, sine 32, okay, cos 32, tangent 32. Okay, give me the value. And then sine 58, cos 58, and tangent 58. Okay, calculate now and tell me the values, please. If you're going to type it up, please tell me which angle you're referring to. Sine 32 is 0.5299, okay. Sine 58 is 0.8480. Cos 32 is 0.8480. Tangent 32, 0.6249. Cos 58 is 0.5299. Tangent 58 is 1.60. Okay. Now I want you to notice this, that there is a relationship between the two angles that make up the 90 degrees. Remember the original, this one I showed you just now? I said these two angles, when you add together, they make 90 degrees. Dia akan membentuk 90 darjah. Naturally lah kan, sebab ini sudah 90 darjah, tidak payah fikir. Okay, but we take a look at the ratios. We find that for two different angles in the same triangle, the sine and the cos give you the same value. Sine 32 for this angle is the same as cos 58 for this angle. Okay, and at the same time, we also see that cos 32 and sine 58 are the same value. It's very interesting fact. Tangent memang tiada lah. Okay, tangent got nothing to do with this lah. But I want to show you the sine cos relationship is very important. The what do you call it? We call this hold on now. Okay, so we call these two angles 58 and 32. We call them complementary angles. Complementary angles. Because in the same triangle, the value of sine 32 and cos 58 is the same. And the value of cos 32 and sine 58 is the same. That's why they complement one another. Kalau sini dia punya sine sama dengan sini dia punya cos. Kalau sini dia punya cos, mesti sama dengan sini dia punya sine. Janji dia di dalam segitiga yang sama. Okay? So sometimes from one piece of information, you can get many information. Okay? You get many information. Just by having this. So let's say for example, I give you this triangle. I always draw this kind of triangle. I should change lah. Hold on. Let me change the triangle. Otherwise, nanti semua orang akan fikir there's only one kind of right angle triangle in this world. Okay. This triangle. Okay. 90 degrees is over here. And let's say this is 72. Okay. This angle is 72. And then I ask you to find me what is the value of sine 28. Sorry, 18. Okay. Now what is the value of sine 18? If I say, okay, given cos 72 is 0.3090. Okay, then tiba-tiba saya tanya, what is the value of sine 18?
The same.
Okay, it is exactly the same because sini adalah 18. So it's nothing to think about, you have to know the relationship between the two complementary angles. The value of the cos and sine for complementary angles is exactly the same. Okay, sine this one equals to cos that one. Cos sine that one equals to cos this one. Tangent jangan kita kira. Okay, tangent is a totally different thing. Okay, so that's the second thing that I want to sampaikan. First of all, I want to introduce to you the three new trigonometric ratios: cosecant, secant, and cotangent. Okay, secondly, I want to introduce to you the idea of these complementary angles. And that kalau saya tahu satu nilai, saya boleh tahu yang lain sudah. Okay, if I know just one, I know the rest. Okay, just by understanding the idea of the complementary angle, especially with relation to sine and cos. Tangent, different story. Okay, tangent is a different, jangan libatkan tangent di sini. Okay, because sometimes the questions, sometimes you are required to know this without using calculator. Why? Because you don't need to use calculator. Yes, I know, calculator makes your life much easier. But if you know this fact, don't have to waste time tekan and then press equals. Because you know already, oh, okay, 58, 32, they're complementary. Okay, and there are many combinations of complementary angles. Okay, 10 and 80. So that means sine 10 must equals to cos 80. Don't believe you press the calculator. You get the same answer. Okay, cos 10 equals to sine 80. Okay, this relationship is very important. If I give you let's say a random one lah, 42, balik 42 kan saya selalu pakai, 18 degrees. Okay, the complementary angle to 18 degrees will be 72. This is the exact same one as this diagram over here lah. Okay, alright. The third thing that saya mau sampaikan is sometimes sometimes the triangle, the right angle triangle is very important. We have to use a combination of right angle triangle and the Pythagoras theorem, okay, in order to get what we need. Okay, so in order to help you to do this, I want you to take a look at page 195 in your textbook. Okay, page 195 in your textbook. I want to help you to answer this now to see what I mean. Okay, question number 2. Okay, page 195 in your textbook. Question number 2. You are given that tangent alpha is 2/3. Okay, and alpha is an acute angle. Okay, what does acute angle mean? Acute angle means it is less than 90 degrees. Okay, and this means that I can draw a right angle triangle. Kalau dia tidak cakap bahawa alpha is an acute angle, I cannot use this method. Okay, tapi disebabkan dia cakap alpha is an acute angle, theta is an acute angle, then you can use this method. And I highly suggest you use this method because this method helps. Okay, let's go back to this. If tangent alpha equals to 2/3, okay, let's say I put alpha over here. Sebelah mana yang 2, sebelah mana yang 3? Where should the 2 go and where should the 3 go? Where should I put the 2 and where should I put the 3?
2 kiri.
Okay, 2 di kiri dan 3 di bawah sini. How do I know this? Macam mana kamu tahu? Hello, form 3. Apa ini? Apa guna kamu hafal ini? Tangent is opposite over adjacent. Okay, so if they give you the value like this, especially kalau dia adalah dalam bentuk pecahan, you know that this is opposite and this is adjacent. Okay, and is it okay kalau saya tukar tempat alpha itu? Boleh. I can draw another triangle and say, saya tidak suka lah ni alpha di bawah sini ni, saya benci ni kalau di bawah. But okay lah, letaklah di atas. Tetapi kamu punya 2 dan 3 akan tetap mengikuti peraturan SOHCAHTOA, which is opposite over adjacent. 2 akan berada di sini, 3 akan berada di sini. No matter what happens, no matter where you put the angle, The 2 and the 3 must always follow the rule. 2 is opposite, 3 is adjacent, di sebelah. Okay? Now, my question to you after this is, can you tell me the value of the hypotenuse? Berapa nilai hypotenuse ini?
Square root 13.
Square root of 13. How do you get square root of 13? 2 squared plus
3
3
square.
squared. Okay, this is such an important skill which many people underplay. Okay, I feel that this is such an important skill that many people, they underplay this. Okay, the idea of forming the triangle, because guys, daripada this triangle, you can tell me 6 pieces of information. You can tell me what is sine alpha, you can tell me what is cos alpha, you can tell me what is tangent alpha. Tangent alpha sudah ada lah. Okay, you can tell me what is cotangent alpha, you can tell me what is secant alpha, you can tell me what is cosecant alpha. And I haven't even begun to answer the question. I'm just saying that daripada saya menengok ini, okay, saya boleh dapat 6 maklumat sudah. Okay lah, fine, 7 lah, termasuk what is the hypotenuse. Okay. Ramai orang bila dia nampak ini kan, dia akan kencang bah. Tangent alpha equals to 2 over 3. Okay, jadi alpha adalah dia punya angle. Kita cari dulu dia punya angle. Lepas dia punya angle, you know, you go all around the world when there's actually a much simpler method. Okay, kau mau shift tangent 2/3, lepas tu kau takut kau salah lah 2/3 tu. Betulkah saya ada bracket ke tidak? Yeah, this is exactly the reason why a lot of people find trigonometry difficult. Because they go the long way. Okay, mereka menggunakan, they are only stuck in one way tau. Kalau saya mau cari nilai lain kan, saya kena cari alpha dulu. Not necessarily. Saya tidak berminat pun. Okay, what is the value of alpha? Okay, but I hold on to the fact that one piece of information given in the question can open the door to 6 new pieces of information. That is a skill that everybody must do. Okay, that is a very important skill that everybody must do. I'm going to pause from this question and I'm going to give you this. Sine theta equals to 3 over 5. Give me the triangle, okay, and give me the 6 pieces of information. The hypotenuse and the other 5 values. Okay, cos theta, tangent theta, cosecant theta, secant theta, and cotangent theta. And what is the hypotenuse? Okay, try to do it now. Draw the triangle yourself. Okay, draw the triangle yourself. Letakkan 3 dan 5 di tempat yang betul. Okay. Oh, sorry, not the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is, yeah, fine. Okay, the side lah. Okay, what is the missing side? Okay, 2 minutes. Answer must be in fraction. Okay, don't give it to me in decimal place. Give me in decimal place, you are out of the way. I say I put theta over here lah. Okay, suka hati saya lah di mana saya mau letak theta. But the fact of the matter is, it doesn't change anything. What is the missing side?
4.
Okay, the missing side is 4. Here is 3, here is 5. Okay. Value of cos theta and tangent theta?
4 over 5.
4 over 5. Tangent theta?
3 over 4.
3 over 4. Okay. Cosecant theta? Macam kita dua saja ini di sini, ini apa?
5 over 4.
5. Cosecant or?
5 over 3.
5 over 3. Okay, because cosecant is the balik of sine. Okay, secant will be 5 over 4. Cotangent will be 4 over 3. Everything from one piece of information only. You get so much more. Let me ask you this. We know that this angle over here is 90 minus theta. Kan? It's 90 minus theta lah. Don't care what the value is lah. Can you tell me what is sine 90 minus theta?
4 over 5.
4 over 5. Because this angle is 90 minus theta, sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite-nya berapa? 4. Hypotenuse-nya 5. 4 over 5. Even if you don't know what is the angle, you know that sine 90 minus theta is equals to cos theta. And because of the complementary angle rule. Kalau sebelah cos theta saya tahu sudah kan, saya tahu ini sin 90 minus theta. Saya tidak payah pun tahu apa nilai theta. I'm not even interested to know what is theta. Bayangkan, saya boleh kira what is the value of theta, but I'm not interested. Okay, saya mau tahu dia punya nilai ratio. Okay, we will come to the angle later lah. But I want you to understand this concept. Okay, this is, I mean, saya selalu membebel benda ni lah. Tapi when I teach Form 5, Ed Maths and Physics lah, always the two topics yang saya sangat suka always come together. Electromagnetism and trigonometry. Okay, so I enjoy that month very much because I love trigonometry. Okay, it's so amazingly beautiful lah. Sorry, I don't know. Those of you who are like, oh, trigonometry is like, okay, but it makes so much sense, you know. Okay, it makes so much sense. Definitely more sense than why BTS is so popular today. So I cannot understand that logic. Okay, sama juga, what is cos 90 minus theta? Cos 90 minus theta. If this is 90 minus theta, cos will be
3 over 5.
3 over 5. Okay, even if you don't have the triangle, you know that cos 90 minus theta and sin 90 minus theta, and sin theta is related because of the complementary angles rule. Okay, let's come back to the question that we were doing just now, this one, okay, in your textbook. So the question is saying, okay, so I have formed the triangle, everything, okay, then the question is saying what? The question asks for number 1, find the value of sine alpha. Okay, sine alpha is 2 over square root 13, opposite over hypotenuse. 2 over square root 13, and in trigonometry, it's okay to leave your answer like this. Okay, 2 over square root 13. We learned this in chapter 4 last year, the law of surds. Okay, jawapan akhir begini boleh diterima. This is even better than kalau kau letak like bergazillion tempat perpuluhan lah. Okay, question B, cos squared alpha. Okay, cos squared alpha, very important thing. If this is a square, you first have to find cos alpha, then you kasih square. Okay, that's what the cos squared alpha means. You find the value of the ratio first, then you square it. So cos alpha is what? If this is alpha, cos is 3 over square root 13. The whole thing kamu kasih square. Okay, that's what the cos squared alpha is. Jangan juga, okay, dia bukan bermaksud the alpha itu kau kasih square, bukan. Okay, it's just the ratio itu kamu kasih square. Kejap. Cotangent alpha. Okay, C is cotangent alpha. Cotangent alpha is the terbalik of tangent alpha. So since tangent alpha is given as 2 over 3, okay, so cotangent alpha will be 3 over 2. Okay, having this triangle is such a powerful tool. You can find anything. Okay, anybody that throws anything your way, okay, you can find it once you have all the values that you need. Okay, D, cosecant alpha. Cosecant alpha is the opposite of sine. Okay, so since sine alpha is 2 over root 13, cosecant alpha kita kasih terbalik. Okay, root 13 over 2. Tinggalkan jawapan begini pun boleh. Tak ada masalah. Okay, E. Okay, E is a little bit of a problem. 4 minus secant squared alpha over 2 minus secant alpha. Okay, a couple of ways to do this. You can you can do it the easier way, which is to find secant alpha first. Okay, secant alpha is the opposite of cos alpha. Okay, so it will be square root 13 over 3. So you can put the square root 13 over 3 inside here lah. Okay, you will get 4 minus square root of 13 over 3, the whole thing squared. So ini adalah squared. Okay, over 2 minus square root of 13 over 3, then you simplify. Okay, you can do that. Another way to do this, and this is probably a good time to introduce you to this lah, is to use our good old friend algebra. Okay, actually 4 minus secant squared alpha, 4 minus secant squared alpha is the same as 2 plus secant alpha 2 minus secant alpha. Okay, I'm going to pause here to let it sink into your heads first, okay? Because this is something that is like totally loud. Okay, but it's true. Okay, kalau lah, let's say okay, we substitute secant alpha equals to x. Okay, saya guna huruf lah. Kita biasa dengan huruf bahkan. Secant alpha is x. So secant squared alpha will be x squared. 4 minus x squared. What is the factorization of this? The factorization of 4 minus x squared will be 2 plus x, 2 minus x. Isn't it the same thing? Again lah, this is why this is one of my favorite chapters. So everything that you learn in admaths, okay, everything that you learn in admaths comes down to this. Okay, one of the last few chapters you will learn in admaths from 5 is this chapter, because this chapter combines everything. Log, surd, index, algebra, functions, quadratic equations, simultaneous equations, everything is in this chapter. Okay, it's an amazing chapter. Okay, of course amazingly confusing lah. Okay, so bila kita buat begini okay, when we look at this if I change the 4 minus secant squared alpha to this, what happens to this is 2 plus secant alpha, 2 minus secant alpha over 2 minus secant alpha. And this one kita boleh potong. Therefore, I am left with, saya hanya tinggal 2 plus secant alpha, which will give me 2 plus what is secant? Secant is square root 13. Okay, square root 13 over 3. Okay, I can leave my answer like this. Final answer lah, also can. Okay, so yeah, you can do it one way. You can gantikan and then you can quasi square. It'll be much longer lah. Or you can learn the the potong way lah. Usually boleh potong itu. Okay, and then you get the same. You get the same answer anyhow. This is obviously a shorter way lah. No, kau kasih factorize. You factorize it like this, then you potong and potong. Tinggal ini lagi 2 plus secant squared, 2 plus secant alpha. Okay, and then you will get that. Okay, but this is only one question lah. This is only one question in dalam 5 soalan. Even if you cannot answer this, it's such a small matter. The most important thing is how to build that triangle. I think that for me is a skill that everybody must be able to do. If I give you a ratio, you must be able to know, okay, how to form the triangle. Okay, let me give you another one. Let's say tangent theta equals to x. Say it's just that lah. Tangent theta equals to x. Okay, saya bagi macam tu saja. Tell me, what is sin theta? What is cos theta? What is cosecant theta? What is secant theta? And what is cotangent theta? Okay, I know that tangent theta equals to 1. X. X lagi itu. Okay, such a simple statement, right? Tangent theta equals to x. But from this one statement, as I said, you can get 6 values. 6 very easy values. Of course, 1 already dapat lah. Okay. how do we form the triangle in this? Okay. Interestingly, yesterday I just watched a TikTok video on somebody doing this. Exact same question. Okay, I'll put the theta over here. Okay, where should my x go? Option A,
Opposite.
option B, it should be here, x. So what should I put at the option B?
1.
Okay, very good. It will be x over 1. Kita tidak sedar bahawa x is actually x over 1. It still follows the same rule, TOA. Okay, opposite over adjacent. Mentang-mentang dia tidak bagi per satu, bahkan terus kamu kencang. Oh, saya tidak tahu apa dia punya adjacent. Okay, cannot. Okay, takkanlah semua dia mau kasih tahu dengan kamu, bahkan bahagi satu pun mau kasih tunjuk konon. Please. Okay, don't insult your own intelligence. Okay, you know this. You just sometimes may have forgotten. Okay, it is a hidden information yang tidak perlu ditulis because it's a waste of ink. Tiadalah orang yang mau tulis per satu, please. Okay, tiada. Okay, so we have to know this. Even if there is no over something, it is always over something. Bahagi satu. What is my hypotenuse?
Square root x squared plus 1.
Okay, square root of x squared plus 1. How did I get this hypotenuse? By using our good friend Pythagoras. Okay. Now, tell me guys, can you give me the rest of the 5 values? Boleh. Notice how such a simple thing as tangent theta equals to x can give you another 5 values of the trigonometric ratio. Inilah kalau ada satu skill yang kamu perlu belajar pada hari ini, this is the skill. Building the triangle, finding the other 5 values, and finding another 6 values on top of it, which is this 90 minus theta. Must. You must be able to do this. Saya tegaskan ini because if you don't do this, the rest of the chapter is very difficult. Okay, this is the easiest thing that anybody can do. Okay, dengan syarat Pythagoras theorem kamu faham. Okay, and of course you remember the so-ka tua lah. Okay, let me give you another one. Tangent 32 equals to A. You know what? A over 2. Macam tu. Okay. Tangent 32 equals to A over 2. I want you to tell me sine 32, cos 32, cosecant 32, secant 32, tangent 32, sine 58, cos 58, tangent 58, cosecant 58, secant 58, and cotangent 58. Okay, 5 minutes. From one piece of information, guys, we can get 11. Okay, 11 new pieces of information. Tak payah fikir pun. Okay, the triangle is the most important. Okay, 5 minutes. Okay, done. Can. Okay, just put your values lah inside. First of all, tell me what is the hypotenuse?
2.
The hypotenuse is 2.
4 minus a square.
Okay. 4 minus a squared.
Square root of 4 minus a square.
I don't think it's 4 minus a squared though.
4
How would it
plus.
be? Yeah. 4 plus a squared square root. Kan? 2 kuasa 2 tambah a kuasa 2.
Sorry, sir.
It's okay. Alright. So sine 32, sine 32 will be a over, a over 4 plus a squared square root. Okay, cosecant 32 will be just the terbalik of that. 4 plus a squared over a. Okay, sorry, square root lah. Cos 32 will be 2 over 4 plus a squared square root. Secant 32 is terbalik. 4 plus a squared square root over 2. Okay, you can leave it as it is. Cotangent 32 will be 2 over a. So tangent lah a over 2. Okay, then kenapa tiba-tiba saya tanya pasal ini 58? Because 58 is the complementary angle to 32. Sini adalah 58. Okay, and sin 32, okay, sin 32 dia punya kawan adalah cos 58. Okay, so this will be a over 4 plus a squared square root. Sin 58 and cos 32 are the friends, 2 over 4 plus a squared square root. Okay, and the cosecant pun akan ikut serta lah. Okay, this will be 4 plus a squared over 2 square root. This will be 4 plus a squared square root over a. Okay, notice one piece of information, is all you need to unlock the other 11. You don't even, all you need to do is just unlock the other 11 from that one piece of information. That's why this chapter is so amazing to me lah. Okay, to me it's very amazing. Okay, tangent 58 is the same as 2 over a, and cotangent 58 is the same as a over 2. Notice that cotangents, okay, the cotangents are the same. Sorry, am I right? Tangent 58 is 2 over a, and cotangent 50, yeah, okay. Okay, is a over 2. Notice that the cotangent 32 and the tangent 58 is the same value. The tangent 32 and the cotangent 58 is the same value. Okay, because of the relationship of the complementary angles. Okay, one last question and then we're done for the day. Take a look at question number 4. Okay, take a look at question number 4. You are given that, okay, cos 33 equals to 0.839. Sin 33 equals to 0.545. Now, before you do anything else, okay, kalau cos 3/3 adalah 0.839, what is the complementary angle to this? 33, the complementary angle is?
Sin 57.
Okay, sin 57. 90 tolak 33, you get 57. Sin 57 is also the same value and cos 57 is also the same value. So how do you count question A? Sin 57. Need to count now? No need to count, you just have to know. Okay, you just have to know. Orang kan, okay, this is what a lot of people will do. Okay, cos 33 equals to 0.839. Okay, lepas itu kita carilah this one. Lepas itu, no need. Okay, understand the value of the complementary angle. Okay, yang paling penting, is that the angle is an acute angle. Kalau soalan ini adalah cos 143 equals to 0.839, ini lain cerita. Okay, this totally different story which I won't talk about today. Today I'm only interested in every angle that is less than 90 degrees. Okay, because the first thing we must get over is this complementary angle thing. Okay, ini adalah maklumat tersirat yang kamu sendiri mesti korek keluar. Okay, and it takes practice to do so. Question B, tangent 57. Okay, tangent 57 equals to tangent, okay, yeah, this is a formula that I will probably have to remind you. I think that Teacher Kok may have taught you this. Okay, but this is a very famous one. Tangent theta equals to sine theta over cos theta. Okay, so tangent 57 equals to sine 57 over cos 57. What is sine 57? 0.839. What is cos 57? 0.545. Terus kau dapat dia punya nilai. Okay, so this is a formula that you will see a lot in this chapter. Okay, actually it should have been taught to you since Form 3 lah. When you learn trigonometry in Form 3, ini sepatutnya kamu tahu sudah. But if you don't, I just remind you. Lastly, secant. Secant 57 equals to 1 over secant. The friend is cosine. Cos 57. Do we know what is the value of cos 57? Of course, we know what's the value of cos 57 because they gave us the value of sine 33. Okay, notice they never give you 57, tapi semua soalan tiba-tiba dia minta 57. Okay, because the idea of the complementary angle. Saya balik-balik saya cakap complementary angle kan sampai saya mau muntah sudah. Okay, so it's 1 over 0.545. You give your final answer. Okay, so for your homework for today, I want you to do your workbook, page 81, question 1A only. Okay, 1A and question number 2. Okay, question 1A and question number 2, same thing, do it now, finish it today and hand it in into the Telegram channel when I put it up. Okay.